Welcome, flip clock fans. You're looking at a Montgomery Ward Airline flip clock. This is the model GEN-155A. I've done a whole video on this clock with a lot of details about Montgomery Ward Airline, why they called it that, and when it came out and all that stuff. But I wanted to revisit this because a visitor to the channel clued me in that the companion unit was on eBay. So this is the remote control receiver. It is a GEN-155A. So when I first saw this clock, I thought, why does the flip clock need a remote control? Couldn't understand it. Figured the remote had been lost. Well, this doesn't need a remote control. It is the remote control that controls this device. So I'm going to show you how that operates in case you might be wondering. And we're going to use this Transonic here as an example. I've already got it turned on as a cassette player, got it turned on. Now, if you're from the day, you know that's a bad idea. You don't turn the power off on a cassette player when it's pushing down the tape. But hey, it's my tape, and it's an old tape. Now, I'm going to use this as a demonstration. Probably should have a lamp, but I just want to go ahead and use my Transonic. Now, if you wonder why I'm calling it Transonic, it has to do with that clock back there. There's a video about that. It showed up on Hawaii 5.0 as a Transonic, and I just really think that's cool. So, and I'm still into that clock back there. Is part of it. It's Steve McGarrett's flip clock or rolling wheel clock. Anyway, I'm still going into that kind of stuff, but we're going to use this as the player. Now, if you know anything about YouTube videos, if you play too much of a song, you're going to get a copyright ding. I don't want a copyright ding, so I'm not going to play too much of this tune. This tune came out in 1979. Again, this came out in 1973. So this is from my youth. I've got a lot of good memories about this tune. So if any of you folks out there who are into that age of music, if you can figure out what song that is, that'll be pretty cool. Try to figure out what's going on here. So how this unit works. Okay, this is plugged into power, and this is the outlet. So this here is the outlet that goes to this Transonic. So if I push this button, it should turn that on. So you see the light came on. Now, what purpose would that serve? None. Okay, it would serve no purpose, obviously. But say I wanted to wake up to this, or if I was in my bed here and I wanted to turn it on. And again, it's dumb to do that, but that's all right. So what you do is you make sure it's in manual mode, and you push this. It should light this up and turn that on. And so you see it does. See, it turns that light on there. Now, this has to be on the same circuit. So I've tried a couple times. If you're off on a different circuit in your house, it's not going to work. So this is plugged into one outlet. This is plugged into another outlet. And, of course, this is plugged into this. And it'll only work if it's on the same circuit. Now, I don't know. That's not very functional, is it? And I don't know. Maybe the houses were wired differently back in the day than they are today. But this isn't very functional. Of course, now with Alexa and all that stuff, who's going to use this? Well, no one probably. But since I had this flip clock, I thought it's just an interesting piece of history to have the companion unit. And it looks like it's pretty new, this thing. So I want to thank the person who clued me into that. That was neat to get this. It didn't cost that much. So that's it. That's how this thing operates. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you wanted to set this off by the alarm, you push this to, so we make sure this is on. Well, we push this to auto. Push this on. Well, manual, auto. Oh. So, let's see. No, I didn't want to do that. The reason that was doing that is because the alarm was already set to go off. So you push this on auto. That has to be on. And then when the alarm goes off, well, I'm going to just turn the alarm. Then it should go off. And it does. So now it's controlled by the alarm. Okay, that was confusing. So I don't know if I made this any more clear, but if it's manual, it'll go on and off by this button right here. You can hear the relay over here clicking. You can turn it on manually from here, or you can set it to the alarm. Again, just a curious bit of 70s rigmarole, and I thought you might be interested in that. Appreciate your time, and come back and see us. Thanks for taking the time.